Alright, number 2, we want to find the inverse tangent of the square root of 3. Alright, so if you spend a little bit of time playing with these trig functions, the ratio of tangent, how we get the tangent values, are the y value divided by the x value. Alright, so since there is nothing on the bottom that tells me that it was a 1. So what this means is that we had square root of 3 on the top and a 1 on the bottom. Now when you look at the order pairs from the unit circle, they're all divided by 2. It's like square root of 3 over 2 and 1 over 2. But those denominators, the divided by 2, they will always divide out because they're both divided by 2. So you end up with just the top numbers, the numerators. So if you need the whole thing, we're looking for square root of 3 over 2 as the y value. We're looking for 1/2 as the x value. Now, also with tangent, we just got to be aware of which quadrant we're in, because there's, always a couple different answers. But we're in that first range, again, negative pi over 2 to pi over 2, and that's important that you know those restrictions. I didn't point out on the first video, but there's 2 possible answers that will give you this matchup, so you got to know which quadrant you're in. So I'm going to point that out here. So if I go to this unit circle, show you where this comes from. Between pi over 2 and negative pi over 2 restricts me to this right half. So I'm looking at these numbers. So I want the y value to be square root of 3, and I want the x value to be 1. So right now this is x and y. So this is the one I would want. Now there is another one down here that gives me a 1, but this is a negative square root of 3, and we need it positive. There is another value that will match, okay, this one right across, where you have x is negative and this one is negative. Negative divided by negative will give you a positive, but you know that this is not the answer we're looking for because we are restricted to the right half, to this half. So that being the case, this is the one that will match. This is the one that will match. X value is 1, y value is square root of 3 over 2. So that corresponds to pi over 3 and 60. Pi over 3 and 60. And they're already within those limitations. So again, remember this is negative 90 up to positive 90. And pi over 3 is within those restrictions. And the 60-degree angle is within those confinements, so we don't have to do any manipulation there. So the radian form will be pi divided by 3, and then the degree is 60.